Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Welcome to the Leadership TKO Live Night Show. I'm Lakeisha McKnight, your leadership specialist, wealth mentor, author of a few books, but most importantly, your friend. And so I do welcome each and every one of you to the show. I appreciate you guys. And listen, we are about to go live on Facebook, so please stand by. It's a little weird. Got that. That's good, guys. What's going on, everybody? Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Very special episode. And I know you're probably like, why does she have those funny looking glasses on? And I'm going to tell you why in just a couple of moments. But I want to welcome each and every one of you. Welcome, everybody, to the Leadership TKO Live Night Show. Welcome to the show. Welcome. Glad to be here with you guys. Welcome. The Leadership TKO Live Night Show. I am Lakeisha McKnight. I am your leadership specialist, your wealth mentor, author of a few books, most importantly, your friend. And listen, of course, I have some other roles that I'm going to talk to you about tonight. And there's a reason why I have these glasses on. Yes. Don't you like them? They kind of fly, right? Well, I'm going to talk to you about why I have these funny looking glasses on in just a couple of moments. But look, what I encourage you to do is definitely plug in. And I'm going to share with you a couple of ways that you can engage and be plugged into the show. All right? But the purpose of the show really is to empower leaders like yourself with the ability to win from the inside out, growing your influence, your impact, and your income. Okay? Influence, impact, and income. And so that's what the show is truly all about. And so I welcome you all here. Now, there are a few ways to participate with the show. Number one, like or love the stream as you are tuning in. If you're looking to grow your influence, you want to impact more lives, and better yet, if you want to grow your income, go ahead. Love the stream, okay? And then secondly, you can comment below. I want to know where you are watching from. Go ahead and shout out your city, your state, your country below in the comment section. Go ahead and do that, all right? And if you're catching the replay, hashtag replay, all right? Hashtag replay below in the comment section. And then lastly, go ahead while you're at it. Share this out, okay? Share this out. Share it on your timeline, groups, fan pages, direct messages. Text somebody and say, hey, get on board, all right? And so listen, I thank you so very much, everybody, for plugging into the show. And look, because I encourage you to plug in, I'm going to go right ahead and I'm going to be that example for you. I'm going to send this out to a couple of business colleagues of mine. So let me go ahead and do that really quick. And then I'm going to let you all in as to why I have these Lego glasses on. And some of you probably know the reason why. But I'm going to share this out. So boom, I've done that. And I'll share it to a couple of other places. Many of you may see this stream after the fact. But I'm celebrating my son, Prince Omari's 8th birthday on today. And look, on behalf of Omari, thank you so very much for those of you who gave him a whole lot of well wishes. You went to the post below, right? You went to the first post of the day. You were like, happy birthday. Thank you so very much. 8 is a number of new beginnings. So this is yet another chapter that my son is embarking upon, the 8th year of him being here on this earth. And it's special to me. The reason why it's special to me is because some of you may know the story that once upon a time, there was a moment where the doctors were like, Lakeisha, you are not going to have any children. That's the story that I was told. But I chose to believe the report of the Lord. And I know what the Bible says for me. And anybody that knows me knows that I'm a spirit-led individual. I believe that every woman should have the opportunity to be fruitful and multiply. And so I began to apply biblical principles and scripture and word to my life and begin to speak life over my womb. And therefore, I have 2 children. And so celebrating the 8th year of my son being here, the 8th year of life for my son is just amazing. And so he makes some amazing projects like this. If you can see it clearly, I know it's a little weird. Let's see if I can put it over here. Then you can see it probably a bit better. But because of the colors on it, like the green, you're probably not going to see the green because I have a green screen. Okay? But isn't this amazing? I know you don't see the green part because it's a green screen, but you guys see it in the glare somewhat, right? You see that, right? Isn't it amazing? I don't even know what that is, but but he made it. He created it. It's amazing because he did it. See, the title of the stream is "How do you know when you're walking in your divine calling?" Right? Just buckle down and let me see if I'm just going to give you a suggestion as to knowing why or how do you know you're walking in your calling. One sentence I'm going to provide for you, and it's really a couple of words. Your purpose, okay, provision is provided when you're walking in your purpose. Provision is provided when you're walking in your purpose. So for example, if you believe that you're called to help children and empower children, you will be provided for. You'll have everything that you need so that you can walk in that calling. For example, if you believe that you are called to be a mom, guess what? I believe that you'll be fruitful. You'll have that opportunity to mother a child, whether it's birthing a child and mothering the child or mothering in a different way, because there's various ways you can mother. You can be a foster mother. You can be an adoption mom. All right. You can pick up be a mom through marriage. Listen, you have that unique opportunity, to be a mom. If God provides for you to do so, you will have that opportunity to do so. And that's what I believe, is actually a huge sign for walking in your calling. And also, too, another important hint, right, that will let you know that you're walking in your calling is by simply, if it's something that you just really can't shake, it's like constantly on your mind. You ever had like a burden, right? It's something that you're like, man, there has to be some type of solution for this. Like you can't just seem to shake it. That's when you know also that this is something that you need to be paying attention to. It becomes a burden to the point where you have to take action towards helping in that particular area. And so that's something to take a look at as well. And it also can be related to your gifts and your talents. So for example, I begin to pay attention to, the comments and, the type of questioning, people coming and asking me questions as it pertains to speaking and communicating. I've had some people, of course, inbox me or try to call me directly through my website. They'll get information and inquire about communication and speaking. And so I paid attention to that, paid attention to comments shared by my family, but more specifically my mom, as she shared certain things with me and had some things to stand out. She's like, you know what, this is something you really need to take a look at. And so these are just some things that ought to catch your attention and also helps you to understand more about what your calling is. All right. And it's something also that you'll gradually love. Even if it doesn't have your attention just yet, you will gradually love it because it's a part of who you are. It's what you do. Okay. It's what you do. And you can do it without someone propelling you or forcing you, compelling you to do it. Like, I don't have to have someone to compel me to come here before the computer, right? And speak with you and inspire you and encourage you. This is something that I believe is something that I naturally do, right? It's not a burden. And I love to be able to empower my children. I love to be able to empower my husband. This is something that I love to do. And so think about that for yourself. It's not about me, but it's about you discovering, confirming whether you are walking in your calling. Sit back, take a look at some of these suggestions that I provided during this particular stream and answer that question for yourself, because it's a very terrible thing to be near going in the grave and not having walked in your calling, in your assignment. So seek it out. Discover. The best way to discover what your calling is when you're seeking after the Creator. When you seek the Creator and you seek to walk in alignment with Him, He will give you clarity as to what your divine calling is. And that's real talk. This is truth. Okay? This is absolute truth. And so I want to thank you all again for wishing my son a happy 8th birthday. It's an amazing, amazing role to be a mom. I wouldn't trade it for the world. And we're still celebrating him. I have family down. We're celebrating my son, and just really just having a good time. And so love on one another, pray for one another, okay? Encourage one another every single day. You never know what the next hour will bring. And so you don't want to regret having not made amends with family members or friends that you had aught with. You want to be able to get those things straight. You want to be able to make amends, if you're able to, with people that you might have had, some rough times with. Okay? Make amends. Forgive one another. Love one another. Release that bitterness. I'm telling you, lift that burden and walk in freedom. Walk in liberty. Because one thing I do know for a fact, he who the Son sets free is free indeed. So I thank you so very much once again. We'll be back, of course, for the Leadership TKO Live Night Show tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So listen, until the next time that you and I come back together again, I do encourage you to think, to speak, and to live leadership. Good night, and God bless.